We're in the process of filtering in a new collective frequency for 2026. The number one universal year is surfacing for recognition and ownership. This universal year will be the umbrella energy all throughout our year. And I want to jumpstart the conversation to fully embody the masculine qualities of the number one and what that means for us individually. In short, to honor this vibration, we must work in tandem with our male energetic qualities. I won't be discussing this topic in depth much further because we will be shortly merging into a new monthly energy starting on January 29th. But throughout the year, the dominant focus that leads to our success is in creating a healthy relationship with the yang side of our nature. I know the sun's coming in through the window. I love it. It's been really cold here in Arizona, and it's just really nice to get the warmth of the sun when it comes out. But it can be blinding. The underlining thread of energy that supports our life path and pursuing our life purpose this year can be found in strengthening, healing, and demonstrating integrity with our masculine properties. Hello and welcome. I'm Sara Bachmeier with Egyptian Numerology. The modality of Egyptian numerology serves to answer questions regarding your soul life contract and support each individual on their spiritual sovereign journey. Any teaching that does not lead to liberation is not a true teaching, as so eloquently spoken by the Buddha. I am the author of Egyptian Numerology, Emergence into the Fifth Dimension, and The Path of a Wounded Healer. Liberation is for the asking. And both of these books can be found on Amazon and other reading resources. It is my understanding that one of the highest goals spiritually is to be neutrois or gender free regarding energy. But in order to ascend to this state of consciousness, we must heal both our feminine and masculine nature. And sometimes this requires experiencing them separately. But don't worry, because our gender qualities have a symbiotic relationship, which means that as we heal one or the other, they balance out. So as we heal the masculine, it does not deplete the feminine qualities of our beingness, because our feminine side will make an autocorrect to find and keep the balance. Numbers are energy. Um, because they're energy, they too reflect our masculine and feminine qualities. And this means that your life path number is subject to hold qualities associated with the energy that you chose to be born with. When you choose a feminine life path number, you are here to enforce these qualities throughout your life. You choose a specific gender-related life path number because it will be the easiest energy to work with and to support fulfilling your life purpose. Strengthening and integrating male energetic qualities doesn't have anything to do with your physical appearance, although it will be noticeable in your energy field. We may desire to embody the qualities of one gender over the other, but they both complement each other in ways that don't necessarily appear evident at first. For decades, collectively, we focused on healing the feminine nature of our characteristics because it was so abused and out of balance in the past. And this is still a major topic for discussion and change. But it really doesn't matter what physical gender you choose to identify with or embody in this lifetime, because we're all here to learn from and about both characteristic qualities. Duality is the nature of the third dimension reality. Every sentient being carries both the feminine and masculine energy. To effectively work with the universal number one energy this year, we will be confronted with the properties of our masculine nature. And this will come easier for some life paths than others. You instinctively know how to create with the energy that you're most comfortable with. To illustrate the importance of energetic gender balance, I will share an intimate example of my life story. So, for conscious reasons that I won't go into right now or in this video, is that I chose to be a single parent. I was on a mission to raise a child that would help raise the energy of our planet. But I knew that as a female single parent, I would have to balance my yin yang qualities to make up for the father figure missing in the picture. I took self-defense courses, became financially independent. I mapped out her educational program, became physically fit in a competitive sport. I fasted and cleansed my body quarterly to increase vitality. I volunteered to help the less fortunate. I started a business and became a leader, and I asked and accepted help when needed. I also invited healthy male figures to participate in her life and to learn from. Now, what I didn't anticipate in this whole process is the healing aspect of my past associations with men in my current and my past lives. Healing past experiences that are associated with a gender requires separating the gender from the experience. Both men and women experience loss, abuse, neglect, betrayal, rejection, abandonment, and so forth. It is important not to attach a past traumatic experience with the abuser and the gender. When we associate our experiences with a gender, it may unconsciously or consciously classify one gender being more evolved than the other. So, what I'm trying to say is that healing begins when we separate the abuser and experience from our reactions. Um, so, the Buddhist practice suggests that it's not the experience that causes us harm, but rather our reaction and attachment to the experience. I know that's pretty deep. The masculine persuasion has us identifying with how safe we feel in our life. It is a dominant and protective energy. Now, these are some questions of the yang characteristics um, associated with the physical world in the number one universal year of 2026. The first one is, can you protect yourself physically and emotionally? Number two, can you financially provide for yourself and your family? Three, can you make logical decisions and carry them out? Four, are you self-sufficient? And can you ask for help when needed? Are you goal orientated? Can you align your beliefs and actions with your goals? Do you respect and nurture your life force energy and increase your vitality daily? Are you strong nutritionally and physically? Do you help those who are struggling or involved in unfortunate circumstances? Are you or can you be a leader? Can you lead others if called upon, if you're not one dominantly in your occupation or in your family? Do you defend animals, children, and the elderly? So these are some solid questions to ask yourself. Going back to, can you provide financially for your family? Um, I'm not suggesting that you be the breadwinner if you're the one that stays home and watches the children, because that in and of itself is financially supporting, right? Because you're not paying someone to watch your children. So think about it and see where you're sitting with these questions, how they feel, and what you can do this year to strengthen them. I believe that those who identify physically as gender-free are attempting consciously or subconsciously to balance and master both the yin and yang qualities within inside themselves. Raising the masculine standard prototype is crucial, not only for us individually, but on a collective front. Those who feel closer to a specific gender most likely had several previous consecutive lifetimes in that physical gender body. All of us carry the potential to strengthen our gender qualities. To align with the sacred masculine energy, find a healthy archetype. This could be reflected from someone you already know, a character in a book that you admire, a movie personality, or better yet, would be to tap into one of your multidimensional selves and allow it to be your guide. Imagine embodying this archetype throughout your day. By using your imagination consistently, you are strengthening your pineal gland or your third eye chakra, which interacts with your hypothalamus gland. And this process activates your ability to spiritually travel to multidimensional realities. Your imagination is a free spirit vehicle and an engaging tool when tapping into the wisdom of other realms. Many consider it a waste of time and energy because it's not subject to be grounded like our logical mind. But all spiritual seekers are mastering the secret powers of imagination because it has no limitations. It can't be tainted with the egoic temperamental side effects. Imagination and intuition go hand in hand. I use my imagination for shape shifting into archetypes, animal medicine, and receiving messages. You would not be able to imagine it if wasn't real on some level. Explore your capabilities and remember that you're only limited by your choices. The current energy will continue to produce upgrades to all of your human functions. And on January 29th, the gateway opens to strengthen our focus to include a new numeric timeline for the February numeric portal. At this time, we'll be merging into the energy of the fire horse and releasing the power of the sacred serpent that has been guiding us this past year. I'll be speaking on this shift in my next video, and I hope you resonated with the information in this video. So let me know by liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting below. You can also learn more about Egyptian numerology on my website at egyptiannumerology.org. And please, if you haven't already, join our community Facebook group. We'd love to have you participate. Much love to all of you. Namaste.